Hello and welcome to the EHC TV Sports Interview. I'm Logan Nestor alongside of Riley Pudney, a freshman women's softball player. How are you today, Riley?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Riley, to begin with, I wanted to interview a baseball player this week. I'd already had the softball coach on, but the softball team really didn't give me much of a choice. You went 8-0 over spring break at the Fast Pitch Dreams Classic in Myrtle Beach. So tell me about exactly what went right at that tournament to go 8-0.
Well, we went in there having a game plan to take one game at a time and to not worry about the 8 wins, just to worry about the games we were playing that day. And I think that helped a lot in our success there, and we just showed up and played the game that we know how to play.
How was the team's confidence coming out of a week like that?
Well, I definitely think we are very confident, and to the point where we think we can succeed no matter who we play. But I think it also comes with the territory that we have to know that we can always get better. So I'm just really excited for the games to come.
You had 8 games in a week. Was there fatigue there? I mean, that's probably more games than you've ever played in a week.
There was definitely fatigue, but it was not during the week. It was after the games has ended when you can just relax and not have to worry about waking up early or practicing the next day. So I think I can speak for all of us when I say that we are still kind of tired from it.
How was that as a team bonding experience? You all get to spend a week together at the beach thinking about nothing but softball. There's no schoolwork. What was the bonding like?
I went to that tournament with, teammates, and I left there with like family members. You spend a week together in a hotel room, eating together, playing together, and if you don't bond, then you're doing something wrong. And I've come out so much closer to each one of the teammates there.
All right, and not only are you 8-0 during that week, but you're on a 13-game win streak. You're 13-1 on the season, so you've won every game other than the first game of the season. Did you ever think that this season would be going so well?
When I came in, I definitely had hopes that it would, turn out like this, but never in my mind did it cross that we'd have a 13-game win streak, especially in my freshman year. So I just feel very blessed to be a part of this program.
You have a big challenge coming up over the weekend, though. A couple of the top teams in the ODAC. Tell me about those matches.
Well, Coach always tells us to play one game at a time and to play Emory and Henry softball. And I think if we come out there Saturday and Sunday and we play the game that we know how to play and we give it our all, we will be just fine and hopefully become 17-1, I think would be the record.
All right, and so I believe one of the teams you play is Randolph-Macon. They're picked to be one of the top teams in the ODAC. How does that level of competition change from the teams that you were seeing in Myrtle Beach?
Well, we had a preseason meeting about rankings in the ODAC, and we were picked preseason number 10. And now we're number 3. So I don't really mind that they're ranked high in the ODAC because it's just a number. And we played Division II teams in Myrtle Beach, and we, took care of business there. So I think if we come out with that same mentality, that we won't have a problem this weekend.
This is Coach Forrester's first year at Emory and Henry. So you were probably recruited by the previous coach. Was there any anxiety there coming in for a different coach than you were recruited by?
Oh, definitely. Coach Forrester never saw me play, and Coach Sarah did. And just a freshman coming into college playing a sport, it was nerve-wracking as it is. But once I got to meet him and, we had our first practice and everything, I knew that it would be a special season under him.
So how would you describe playing under Coach Forrester?
It is immensely fun, and he makes us work harder than I've ever worked in my life before, and I just have the utmost respect for him because he knows how to play the game and he knows exactly how to coach us, and he knows how to win, and I think he's been doing a very good job.
This team has come a long way already as many wins as there were all of last season. Coach Forrester said that his goal for this team is 20 wins. You're already most of the way there, so what's your goal for this team?
Well, my goal for this team is just to, keep having fun, not necessarily keep winning, although that would be really good, but just keep having fun and keep being a part of, this family that we have built, because there's nothing better than being able to play a sport with, 20 other girls that are your family and, they're there for you on and off the field.
All right, and you came in as a freshman and you're playing shortstop, one of the most high-impact positions on the field. Um, were you anxious about that? Did you think that you would be starting as a freshman?
Absolutely not. I came in, so nervous and willing to work as hard as I needed to and show people that I have what it takes. And I still am trying to work as hard as I have to because I don't know what Coach Forrester sees in me, but I guess it's what he likes. But I've been just working really hard to be the player that everyone, wants me to be and just try to help the team as much as I can.
Specifically, name a couple upperclassmen who have helped you come along to this point.
Definitely our three captains, Courtney, Sylvia, and Martha. And they're just the captains on the team and they really, watch over you and make sure you're doing everything good. And Taylor Banner was really inspirational to me, and I actually met her before I came to Emory and Henry, before I committed. And it was that conversation I had with her that really made me want to come here. And I'm just like really thankful for the people that I have on this team.
You mentioned Taylor and Brandy Bryant. Those are the top two pitchers on the team, and they've both pitched very, very well so far this season. As a hitter, do you come to the plate with more confidence knowing that your pitchers are throwing that well?
Oh, absolutely. I know that on the defensive side, we're a solid group. So, with that in mind, I feel like I have more freedom at the plate. And I just know that if I go up there and do my job, then we will be successful both offensively and defensively.
So when you come into a game, you talked about defense. When you come into a game, are you thinking about defense? Are you thinking about hitting? Is it a little bit of both? What's your mindset?
Um, when we come into a game, I am thinking about both aspects of the game just because you can't win a game with only offense and you can't win a game with only defense. So it's 50-50 of both aspects. And if I'm doing well defensively and I'm doing well offensively, we as a team will most likely come out on top.
All right, thanks for being here, Riley, and congratulations on your 13-game winning streak. Certainly a big accomplishment, and we all wish you well for the rest of the season. Now we'll send it over to Nathan Fischel in place of Austin Bunn with the Sports Update.